Oh, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch news video. Today we've got some great information for you, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So the Senran Kagura producer discusses his Nintendo Switch project a little bit more. So this comes from a translated Famitsu interview with Takaki, the producer of Senran Kagura, the franchise. Famitsu says, "What point leaves the most impression to you in talking about the Nintendo Switch?" And here's what Takagi had to say. Quotations, "It's the HD Rumble after all, because I want to express softness with it. I already created a project and now I'm in the middle of focusing on how to realize it. I think games have a sensation of touching in many meaning, so I want to realize a new experience that's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch." This HD Rumble feature has this dude's mind spinning in ways that you probably want to put your kids away for. This dude, the softness and the sensation of touching. Hey, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to HD Rumble. This is not just some gimmick or thrown in feature. Nintendo really thought about these individual motors inside both controllers, not just the Joy-Cons, but also the Pro Controller for the Nintendo Switch. I think it was a fantastic decision to take the extra tech, take the extra time and put it into all of the controllers. I think that was really good that they did that. And it's cool that this dude is thinking about new ways in order to use this HD Rumble. It really does feel like a big step above based on what everyone's saying, the hands-on, what we've heard about Dragon Quest as far as Heroes 1 and 2. This is good stuff, and I think it's going to create a lot of unique experiences, especially for all you Senran Kagura fans out there. So we'll see what he has up his sleeve, and I like the fact that it's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. That's pretty cool that he's really going to dedicate his time and effort into making it the best that he can and using the tech in there, because that tech HD Rumble is no joke. It's good stuff. All right, moving on to the next topic here. Walmart will be closing off in-store Nintendo Switch pre-orders on Monday. So Walmart has been taking in-store pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch following the console's unveiling last week, but that is about to change. An internal notice from the retailer indicates that reservations will come to a close on Monday. Walmart was actually supposed to end pre-orders a bit earlier than Monday. However, amazing sales, and that's in quotations, prompted them to remain open slightly longer. So here's what I think is going down with Walmart. Walmart, in addition to GameStop, they're going to get massive allocations of the Nintendo Switch. Walmart in particular has always been good with Nintendo when it comes to shelf space and when it comes to certain things. I know that Nintendo gets somewhat of an equal as far as shelf space when it comes to things as other stores as like PlayStation and all of that. So it's somewhat even. Nintendo's always done good marketing with them. And I think that they're getting a lot of different ones. If they're able to leave it open and then people can just come in, Walmart is expecting a lot of sales and a lot of people are going in there and pre-ordering it. I know that I actually pre-ordered my second one at Walmart. So that's just something, hey guys, get in there and get it done. Today is Sunday, January 22nd. So make sure you get that in there, get it done if you haven't done so. If you still want a Nintendo Switch, most towns, I mean, I don't know how big wherever you live, have multiple Walmarts. So if one doesn't have it or whatever the case is, go to the next one. So yeah, it's one of those things. If you really want one, if you want to get one on launch day, do not chance it. Go and pre-order at Walmart. It's having amazing sales. People are excited about this console. There's a lot of talk around it. There's a lot of hating on it. But at the same time, I think Nintendo's fixed a lot of the issues for people, and the marketing couldn't be more clear for this one, which was one of the big major complaints from everybody last generation was the marketing. The marketing can't be more clear. People know what it is. It's launching with Zelda. Let's go. Day one for many people out there. All right, moving on to the next topic here. And we have a rumor that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will feature 5 battle modes. So this image that you're seeing here from Nintendo Mobile News says that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition for the Nintendo Switch will feature 5 new battle modes as leaked from Nintendo Poland's website. Now this is of course a rumor, and it's in the image came from there, Nintendo's distributor in Poland. But will there be more than what we've seen so far? We see these icons. Those definitely look like official Nintendo icons. So we're going to have to wait and see what they do. A lot of people were really apprehensive about some of the ports coming over to the Nintendo Switch. But after seeing what they did, one, fixing that one frame for a second and getting it to full 1080p Mario Kart has never looked better, and you guys have to remember, Mario Kart 8 was easily the Wii U's best-selling game. So getting that on the Nintendo Switch within a month and a half is very good. I mean, pretty much the next month, because March 3rd it launches, and then April 28th, I think, or 20-something, you're going to get Mario Kart 8. So having that with this new battle mode, 1080p, 60 frames per second, fantastic online multiplayer that people will still be able to experience for free before it goes online in the fall, I think that is a really smart move on Nintendo's part, and this battle mode was one of the main complaints as far as Mario Kart 8. I think this gives enough incentive for people to upgrade. When you talk about the online, you talk about some of the new stuff that they're adding in, you talk about the Inklings, there's so many good things. So yeah, I definitely think that this is going to be awesome, especially if there's 5 new battle modes. I mean, that's pretty cool if there's going to be 5 battle modes in there and better arenas. Shoutouts for Nintendo for getting this done and making such an impressive splash with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because it looks like a joy to play, and I know I'm going to be buying that day one. All right, next we're going to talk about NIS on porting from PS4 to Nintendo Switch and why Disgaea 5 was chosen as the first game on the system, and then I'm also going to talk a little bit more after that. So Nippon Ichi Software President Gawa participated in interviews with both 4Gamer and Famitsu, and talking with both sides, he discussed Disgaea 5 complete and Switch development. First on 4Gamer, Nikawa touched on porting from PS4 to Switch. Regarding that, he said the difficulty varies depending on how each studio approaches development. It was relatively smooth for Disgaea. There was nothing NIS had to downgrade, and he noted that even in portable mode, the experience will remain the same as the PS4 version. On Famitsu, Nikawa explained why Disgaea 5 was chosen as NIS's first title, since it's the company's debut game on the Nintendo Switch, and at launch, they felt it would be a big hurdle to bring out something completely new. A project was therefore chosen which would be smooth to port, and NIS thought it would be better to release its key product. Aside from that, Disgaea 5 was originally exclusive to the PlayStation 4, and you can play it with the Vita using remote play, but it wasn't really a game for a portable device. However, NIS received many requests to port it to the PlayStation Vita, but if there was a Vita port, it would be necessary to downgrade the game. Since there's been a high demand for Disgaea 5 on a portable device, porting it to the Nintendo Switch would be a way of satisfying Nippon Ichi's customers and fulfilling their demands. Famitsu further questioned whether porting to Nintendo Switch went smoothly. He reconfirmed that was the case. There weren't any issues with the hardware and no downgrades were made. When asked if NIS will make more games for the Nintendo Switch, Nikawa responded with a solid yes. The company won't just make a game for launch and call it quits. Nikawa asked gamers to look forward to an announcement in the future. So let's talk about a few things that he had to say here. First, I'm going to talk about, as far as them, Japanese developers bringing this game over. Obviously, Nippon Ichi Software, they're really looking at what they want to do to satisfy their customers. They have a niche base of customers, and a lot of them like portable. A lot of them like Vita. A lot of them like 3DS. However, when you're talking about PS4 and they're porting their titles, that can be hard to port those titles from PS4 to 3DS or PS4 to the PS Vita, just because there's a lot of stuff different. Obviously, their games aren't the most graphically demanding, but at the same time, the architectures can be quite different to work with than what you're doing. Now, with the Nintendo Switch, you obviously have an architecture that's not the same as the PS4, but is much similar with what Nintendo's doing with NVIDIA and the tools that they're using. So, it's easier for them to get this type of game over there. Not only that, but you satisfy what Japan is looking for. And what Japan is looking for is games that they can take with them portably. That's why smartphone gaming is so big there. That's why Nintendo 3DS is the highest selling system there for this generation. And that's why the PS Vita is pretty much right behind it, because portables are definitely king there. And Disgaea 5 on a portable would do well. However, the amount of work that they probably have to do, like he's saying here, to PS Vita might have been an issue. But when they found out about the Nintendo Switch, it gave them an option to do this. And this is what I think, as far as what he's saying here, what a lot of Japanese developers are thinking. And I think even ones that make higher end games than what NIS produces out there. I definitely think there's a lot of PS4 developers in Japan, whatever the case is, that say, hey, like, we need to make sure that we take advantage of this. That's why we're seeing Tales of, which Bandai Namco has just not wanted to release a Tales game on a Nintendo home console in a while. We didn't get one on the Wii U. So the fact that they just said, yeah, we're going to have a Tales of game. We're not going to say exactly which one, but there will be Tales of. You see Bandai Namco also producing Dragon Ball, and we're also seeing Blaze Blue. So those are games that never came to Nintendo Wii U, but are coming to the Nintendo Switch. That's cool. I like the fact that it's getting these type of games, these type of third-party games, and it will be getting exclusive games and stuff like we saw with Senran Kagura. It will be getting stuff from Japanese developers exclusive because of the type of tech that you have, because they know that it's portable and it's also console, HD Rumble. There's going to be various factors that I think that are non-gimmicky, things that are functional and work well, that are going to get Japanese developers into developing on the Nintendo Switch. With the Nintendo Switch, it's all functional what they're doing with the main points of the system. HD Rumble is something, from what I understand, can be implemented quite easily from a developer standpoint, and also just the fact that it is a console that you can dock and play on your TV in addition to taking out, it's pretty much knocking out two birds with one stone. You're getting that 3DS audience, you could potentially getting that Vita audience, and you're also getting that Nintendo home console audience. And speaking of like the Vita audience, I think that's what he was kind of alluding to, and that's what I think. I've actually talked about this before. I think a lot of PlayStation Vita owners could make the switch to the Nintendo Switch because the PS Vita is pretty much a dead system at this point. And it is, as far as the Nintendo Switch goes, going to be getting a lot of the games that you might have seen on the PS Vita or developers wanted to bring to the PS Vita. A lot of those games could be coming to the Nintendo Switch at this point. So I do think there is some room for PS Vita owners to hop on the Nintendo Switch train there. If it gets games like this guy and more, Tales of, Bandai Namco games, Square Enix, we're seeing I Am Setsuna, we're seeing Project Octopath. If it continues to get those type of games and sells, more support will come. And I think that's the biggest thing, and that's why you're seeing Nintendo go so hard in pretty much year one with Mario and Zelda and all those games, because they want to build a massive install base. 9 million plus probably they want to build in that first year in order to entice more people to develop on the system. So definitely positive news from there, and I hope to see more from NIS and Nippon Ichi Software in the future on the Nintendo Switch. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace!